Reported on food deserts around here, vast areas with no grocery stores. But what about charging deserts?
With the popularity of electric vehicles here, we heard one such complaint at our Wink Listens event in Lehigh Acres.
Now, it's not like a gas station when you know you got low on gas. You can make it those another 20, 25 miles. Electric vehicle, try to make it to Fort Myers on 20, volts or whatever. You just might not make it.
So Wink News anchor Corey Lazar went out to find those chargers.
And to learn about their critical importance, especially living along the coast.
Stephanie House came to Wink Listens in Lehigh Acres with a bunch of ideas.
Somebody might consider making a recommendation, a suggestion.
One of those recommendations, install an electric vehicle charging station in Lehigh Acres.
Well, primarily my daughter. She came back to Florida a couple of years ago.
You see, her daughter has an EV. The problem? Nowhere to supercharge.
The closest place to charge an electric vehicle is Colonial Boulevard in Fort Myers.
So we wanted to see how long of a drive that is. So we buckled in for a trip. From Stephanie's house to the nearest charging stations on 6 Mile Cypress and Colonial, it's a little more than 9 miles away. But you know it, with traffic, it took us more than 23 minutes to get there. And when we arrived,
definitely not. We need more.
It was the same message from Chester Ives about the big need for chargers in Lehigh Acres.
There's nothing in Lehigh. Nothing, not a single charger in Lehigh.
Take a look at this map. There are roughly 20 large charging stations in Southwest Florida, mostly along I-75. But if you zoom into Lehigh Acres, nothing, leaving EV owners without power.
It'd be nice to have much more of them, that's for sure. And I drive a lot. I drive all day long, so.
And get this, according to the Department of Energy, Florida is number 2 in the country for EV registrations behind California. I was trying to get some answers to see if any chargers would be coming to Lehigh. So I emailed the charging companies Tesla, ChargePoint, Electrify America, and Blink repeatedly with no reply. And it's not just convenience. If a hurricane comes, chargers are a necessity.
Then you get a cluster of people going to these facilities where they are charging, and then you sit there for hours. What happens if your Tesla dies? It runs out of power. It doesn't turn on anymore.
Now, I did reach out to FPL asking if they plan to install any charge points in Lehigh Acres. I'm still waiting on a reply. As for LCEC, they did reply, but they said they do not plan on installing any chargers in Lehigh Acres, but would partner with EV power companies to provide the power. Back to you.
All right, Corey, thanks. One of the bottom lines with all these Lehigh Acres stories I think that we're hearing is, they've got 130,000 people in Lehigh now, so they need a lot more of these services and support services.
Yeah, certainly, especially for those EV drivers that live in apartments or condos. You don't have the ability to charge from your home where you live, so it would be very beneficial, I'm sure, for a lot of EV users.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next with that. If you have an issue in your community, come to our next Wink Listens event, December 17th. We're headed to the Seminole Casino Hotel Event Center in Immokalee. We'll be there from 2 in the afternoon until 7 in the evening.
A renewed